at creating a rollover button. Now I've already created my button and I've saved it. So what we're going to do is we're going to import it in here. Now the first thing I'm going to do is click on this container. I'm then going to click on insert, and we're going to switch back to HTML, and we're going to look for the rollover image, which is here. So if I click on this, it's going to ask me then, do I want to put it before, after, or nest? We're going to nest it, and it's basically going to ask me then to give it a name. So I'm going to say play game button. So we've got original image, rollover image. Okay, so this is what we need to do. Click on browse for the first image. So the first image I've called button play. The second image I've called button play 2. Okay, so what it wants then is alternative text. So again, because this is an image, we're going to use some alt text. So we're going to say play the game button. And then when click, go to URL. Well, it's going to go to game.html. Okay, because this is the thing is going to go to the page. Now I could click on browse, and if I go into the website folder, I could then just choose the page like I've just done, but I've typed it. So if I click OK, what this will do is it'll add in the button here. Now one thing to note, when it does add the button in, you'll still have control over the container. So as an example, now if I wanted to centralize it, if I click on the plus here and we put .text dash center, you can see now it's put that there in the center for us. Now, if you think you can't see it working, then there's a few things we can do. Let's just preview it here in a browser. Let's preview it in Firefox. And let's just go straight down to the bottom. And then what happens now when the mouse comes on? It's basically a rollover image, and it's an active hyperlink. So the button will actually, so the mouse will change from the standard pointer to something that you can click, and then when you click it, obviously it goes then to the other page. Now you might think, oh, okay, it's a bit too big, so you might need to make it a little bit smaller depending on how big you actually made the button. Now you still have a little bit of control on the bottom here, plus you have the other option of making it responsive if it's too big for the container. But if you do wish to make it a little bit smaller, you can. One thing to note, at the moment, you can see there, the toggle constraint is turned off. What that means is, if I were to change this to 200, just as an example, you can see now it's squished the button in a little bit. Now, this is something to be mindful of, because really what you want to be able to do is lock this constrained proportion. So if we did put it down to 200, then it would change the height in the same sort of aspect. Likewise, if we change the height, let's go up to 80, then obviously it'll change and increase then the width. So just make sure that is locked before you go changing anything. So that essentially is how you would add in a button or rollover button, which would change, and also how you put a link on it and make sure the alt text is in as well.